Hello, it's John Binnie. I'm so excited to welcome you to my quantum readings, healings, and clearings weekly live show here on YouTube. It's a real honor to help you and to help more and more people around the world at this time through their healing journeys. And through these live shows, I'll be doing a mixture of one-to-one requests. So as you come on and ask in the chat for readings, healings, and clearings, I'll be doing just that for you. And they'll be about 10 to 15 minutes each. I'll also be doing group sessions, meditations, helping you activate your abilities, clear, and also help you with any past life traumas. And then also there'll be guests that I'll be inviting along to share in the magic of these weekly shows. I look forward to seeing you then. Come along. It'll be amazing fun. Thank you. Love you. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. That was fun trying out the intro. I never realized how loud the volume is. Certainly was. But welcome to our quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, healings with my co-host Viviane. How are you, Viviane?
I'm great, thank you. Nice being here. I hope everyone is having a good day.
And likewise, thank you for coming. And I love this is a green top you're wearing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just occurred to me that I don't have any green tops. And I was like, that's terrible, John. Like it's my favorite color.
Yeah.
So the closest I have is my plants to be named. Maybe I'll call it Eagle because someone said in the comments in Linda G's video that we did last night. But yeah, really lovely to see. And thank you to everyone in the chat as well.
Green is a very healing color of all the colors, so that's one of the reasons why I like green too. It's very healing has amazing healing properties.
And yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for your kind comments and support. It was lovely being on Linda's show last night and talking about the new world that we're co-creating together. It felt like a lot to cram into an hour. My guys were very much encouraging me to share more and more. And whilst it's not, just like everything in life, it's not always for everyone. It was really beautiful to experience your feedback. So thank you for that. And if you haven't watched it, please check it out. Linda will be on my channel in March. I think it's March the 12th. So I'll be doing a recording with her then. So looking forward to that. And she's maybe joining our membership group. So we'll see.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
If she can get it working. So yeah, today's live stream, we're accepting your requests so you put your requests in capitals, please, in the chat. And what we do is we star them in StreamYard that we're using for our live stream. And so we don't forget any, and we put them in a little list, and then we randomly, I often play music and we'll randomly check through them, select one and just say hello in the chat that you're here if your request is selected. And for your requests themselves, you can request a wide range of things, help with past lives, help with Akashic Records readings of the future, helping with healings and clearings for yourself, or connecting with your spirit guides, maybe getting a name of a spirit guide, activating your superpowers, whatever it is. The only thing that tends to slow us down a little bit is if you're asking for, often it's a healing for other people or pets. Please do ask for their permission first. Ideally, we would have our pets with their paws like typing on the keyboard and saying, "Yes, I consent." But know that it's really important to make sure everyone gives consent, because otherwise this work is very invasive, right? So it's important to make sure that there's consent before we step into someone's energy, into their body, and assist them as best we can. So yeah, I can go ahead and set up a safe space.
Okay.
Drink some water too. Actually, since our last live stream, I replaced my heater down next to me because I remember, Viviane, you were saying you did a scan for me during the training, and you're saying, "Oh, John, your throat's really dry." And it's
Yeah.
like I was trying a different heater to see if it's not quite so harsh in my throat. Okay. So I'll begin by setting up a safe space. Please do join in, as this helps everyone with their readings. So begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And focus your attention on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your human form. And from there, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, reaching up into the sky, reaching up into the stars, reaching up higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest frequency, the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into source, feeling that oneness and unity, that feeling of unconditional love. Extend your light cord down through the stars, through the sky, back down to the top of your head, and into your heart once more. And now, this time, from the center of your heart, extend the cord of light down through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We send Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, so much love at this time, and allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above, Mother Gaia below, and the beautiful light at the center of your heart, expand this out as a golden bubble of protective light to surround your whole being, every aspect of you, to each side, above and below, in front and behind. And set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good, love, and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into this safe space that each of us create, we choose who we invite in, including our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we ask for their assistance at this time, clearing, healing, protection, assistance with guidance and messages, and the integration of any messages and healings that we directly or indirectly receive in today's session. And through space and time, I now create a golden bubble of protective light around all of us in the live stream and in the replay. And I set the intention for this live stream and replay that only those may enter that have the highest good, love, and compassion for all. All other beings must leave immediately. I create this boundary, setting the intention that only energies and entities with mine and Viviane's permission, our highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And for Viviane and I, invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we are here today to assist you with your requests. Please put them in capitals. They will be randomly selected by Viviane and I throughout today. Say hello if your request is randomly selected. And then we would appreciate your consent at that time just to bring forward your guides and your higher self to work with us so that we can assist you with your request. And know that if your request isn't fulfilled today, we'll be back on Monday with a special guest to help you. And so it is. That was lovely. It was lovely. I know sometimes I catch myself saying really funny things like, that was genius, and when you've come up with an idea, like, that's a great idea. And then you realize, oh, I'm just praising myself. But it was lovely. Always an honor to do. I feel like you went first last time. Shall I go first and select someone?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to double check. We've got everyone's
Yes.
requests as our eyes were closed. And I think we have, going all the way back up to what is that? 9:22 p.m. Was the first message. I guess that's from last night, my time. But the first request is from just before the live stream. Okay, that's good. Like the minute before it started. Great. I can feel select first. Planet Earth's ascension, Mother Earth ascends with her children as one. Okay. Candy B, please say hello in the live stream. In the chat, let us know you're still here. I think you are. You're here. Fantastic. That means I can stop the music. Sometimes I listen to my music and I have no idea. I just don't remember creating it, but it sounds lovely. Okay, so Candy B asks for would love to receive a general clearing, please. Thanks in advance. Okay. Would you like to go first, Viviane?
Sure. Okay. General clearing, right?
I'm just scanning. I won't take any action. Or any action yet.
I'm drawn to the solar plexus area.
I've been drawn to the heart and up to the shoulders. Just let me know if you see anything between the solar plexus and heart, because I'll not do anything unless.
Okay. Yeah, it feels a little weird between the heart and the solar plexus.
Okay, I'll just let you go first, and then see if there's anything else to do.
Seems a little disconnected. Yeah, I between the heart and the solar plexus, I saw it was like a line, but it wasn't straight. It was like shaped like this. It wasn't. It
Mhm.
wasn't a straight path. Um, I heard the word uncertainty. I think there's something happening in Candy B's life that is causing a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
So that's straining the connection between the heart and the solar plexus. Trying to clear that path.
Yeah, there's something to remove from the heart, which
Mm-hmm.
which I could do if you like. It might
Okay.
help with the connection.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, and I'll do it, and then I'll explain what it was later.
Mm-hmm.
Return to source, or never return here again. Okay, and just see how the heart and solar plexus are doing. Yeah, there's much more of a willingness now for the solar plexus kind of be to like to connect up into the heart. What I saw in for Candy B was like imagine imagine you could wear like a cape and it had like angel wings,
Mm-hmm.
uh, a bit like you sometimes you'd see on like a cape or a cloak would be like a brooch, like a chain coming down over the shoulders, and then a brooch that sits over the heart and kind of holds it in place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I saw this, but it was very dark. It was a negative attachment, like it was kind of like gripped onto the shoulders, and it seemed to be this like offering, which was, "Hey, I can help you like rise above these current challenges in your life." But it was not a very genuine offer of help. Um, and what it seemed to actually be doing is like holding Candy B down, like holding her down in lower vibration. Um, so just as you were working on the solar plexus, I just in case that entity into a golden bubble of protective light, and it seemed also that's why the solar plexus was like staying away.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed a lot more happy to connect. Let me know how it looks now.
Okay. It feels better for sure.
Mhm.
And it looks right now. It's not. It's the path, the connection.
Mhm.
Yes, it feels good.
Yeah, definitely releasing some energy. Fantastic.
Hmm. And I wanna, before I choose a question, I wanna show you this lovely comment by J. Simone. Just wanted to say to John, I absolutely loved your last video of Linda G, and the message really resonated. And wishing it did the same for others. Thank you so much for choosing to do this. That's lovely.
Yay! Thank you. Oh, it's such an honor.
Mm-hmm.
And I must admit, a bit out of my comfort zone, having to share so many truths all at once to an audience that I'm less familiar with. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just such an honor. And yeah, if you ever feel guided, like follow your guidance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's it'll help. Candy B, you're saying that would explain how you're feeling tied down. Yeah, definitely. And you said you get a headache every day.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel that will definitely help you. Can't guarantee your headaches will go away, but it feels like practicing, especially like a regular meditation of clearing and like restating your sovereignty. I only allow energies and entities with my highest good into my space and release anything else. I can't remember if you've followed my meditations before, but you can enjoy my free meditations on my website. We'll post the links in here. I'll definitely help you with your practice, your sovereignty
Mm-hmm.
and clearing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to choose the next request.
Was
Mm-hmm. Okay, Anita Sankar. Hello, all. I want to know upcoming future for me, please. Um, so, Anita, please let us know you're here. LP saying, loving the background music.
fabulous. I'll definitely add a wider range as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the request of a future reading. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we get to do it in parallel and see what happens.
Yes.
It'd be funny if you could play both of we could both answer at the same time in parallel and people could like switch between the two and we couldn't hear each other. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let us know, Anita, if
So,
you're here.
Anita Sankar, please let us know if you're here, and then we will give you the message. And hello to everyone here. Thank you so much for joining the live stream.
Yeah, welcome to everyone. You're here, 83 of you. You're here from on John Binnie's channel, and then also on Viviane Heller's channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should maybe just move on. If Anita comes back,
Yes.
we can
Okay,
go
let
back to
me
her.
choose another one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to place the mouse on a right location so I can press.
Cool.
Oh, Sue Johnson, would you please let us know you're here? Could you please help me remove negative energy within me? Okay.
Let us know if you're here, Sue.
A lot of Bowie references here, right?
That's right.
I
Yeah,
love David Bowie.
yeah. He definitely keeps me company in my little studio.
Mm-hmm.
I should have like a little, maybe like a little figurine of something, like in
Yeah, I should have one of those too. I don't. I don't have.
maybe you can get like action figures of David Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, why can't you get them of John Binnie? That would terrify my. Oh yeah, I love Changes as well. That song Changes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Changes, like it constantly plays in my mind whenever if I had to sing it often out loud. Sue's here. Hello, Sue. I often sing it out loud when there's a big change in my life, and then my family like often join in as we're like buzzing around the house.
yeah,
It's
yeah. It's fun.
it's so funny how you can just make a song out of even massive life changes. Great. So,
Thank you, Sue. Okay,
Sue, let's help you with your negative energy removal.
okay.
Just asking your guides and higher self to step forwards to Viviane and I. You let me know what you see, Viviane. I don't want to put words in your mind first, and then we can take some action.
I feel tightness in the solar plexus right now. When I was still scanning. And I feel there's something there.
Yeah, let me know what you see around the heart as well.
Yeah, and I'm feeling the tightness on the heart. It's like it's almost like there's like it looks like a black curtain wrapping around it.
Yeah, I saw
Cape or something.
I saw, in I know something like Star Trek where you'd have like the transporter, you'd see them. It's like kind of the last thing you see and the first thing you see of someone transporting is this like energy flowing around like the center around the heart. And I saw this, but it was very dark, and it was like these little like this little dark speckles, and all around the heart, just reaching up close to the throat but not into it, and then mostly focused around the heart and solar plexus. And I feel what you're seeing is like it's trying to like hide itself.
Okay. Yeah,
It
because it's behind it. It's behind and like wrapping kind of like around it.
yeah, and it feels like it does feel quite intelligent and feels how to describe it, that it's trying to influence Sue. Like it's trying to take a stronger grip. Would you like me to go ahead and remove this?
Sure, please.
Thank you. So I'm just going to contain this first. I'm just taking it a little bit step out so I can see that curtain, that veil around it. It's fascinating seeing it hiding itself. It's almost like a bat, like curling up in its own wings, but they're so dark. Like it's like you can't hide that frequency.
Yeah.
Is so different to Sue's. So just wraps this golden light around the outside this entity. And now I'm gently pulling it away from Sue. It's really holding on tight. Let me reach in and just pull this off from the heart, from the solar plexus, and return to source or never return here again. Archangel Michael, please ensure this returns to source or never returns here again. And looking back, it was just pulling so hard on Sue's heart chakra. And it was screaming away at me as I pulled it off. And it said to me, I thought you were like meant to be like a whatever light worker type thing. You meant to be nice. And it's like, well, unfortunately, that's part of the job too. Okay, so just helping Sue's heart with the healing. I'm just asking Archangel Raphael to assist as well. Okay, yeah, it's just bringing your heart back into the space, size, and place that feels right for you. Okay, good. The solar plexus also. Yeah, in particular, it was like the connections, like often a defense mechanism between the chakras is to like recoil, to disconnect from each other. And I felt that from the throat and from the sacral chakra as well. And also there's not a connection between the heart and solar plexus. Okay. How does that look now, Viviane?
Better. I don't see that, of course, that darkness behind the, and I don't feel that tightness anymore.
Mm-hmm. It was quite a lot, right? That's a big change to go through.
Remember to drink lots of water, Sue, and rest also. Yeah, it was large too. It was, like I say, it was hard to hide because of being the size and also the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's like when I was talking about this kind of transporter effect. My guide, my Lyran guide is saying that's exactly what it was doing. Like it was transporting itself into Sue. I just thought it was a visualization, but yeah, there was purpose to it as well.
Okay, well, that helped you.
Yeah, let us know, Sue. Selecting the next request. Just checking we've got them all. All of your requests in capitals. As I close my eyes, yes, I get my mouse in the right place. Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep. Oh, it's a big one from Lola. Lola, let us know if you're here in the chat. Stop the music. Maybe one day I'll get the timing right for that. Lola, let us know if you're here. And Lola's asking about. Oh, fantastic!
Thank you.
Just in the same minute. Fantastic. So Lola's saying, I would love your insights. Had a dream about 3 or 4 vessels in front of me. They kept appearing over and over to me like they were being presented. Any insights appreciated? If you can you describe, Lola, what the vessels are? Do you know what they were? That would be fantastic. But we can still go ahead with your. Just let us know in the chat. You. Yeah, that makes sense. Lola's saying they look like pottery, but about 4 feet tall. Wow. So what I saw was they were like, remind me a little bit like of a shape of like a Russian doll. Like, you know, if you manage to like open up the doll in half, and then about halfway through maybe this shape, and as they're being presented to you, Lola, the purpose was to show the purpose was to show you, Lola, that these are, it's like 4 different, how to describe it? 4 different timelines and versions of you that you can birth. And they feel a bit like there's definitely this child energy, like this they're children of you, except they are you. And what I saw you doing, like they're trying to show you in the very otherworldly, very like a really beautiful like alien energy to it. But what I felt was that you could what's needed to be poured into these vessels is your love, like pouring in your unconditional love into each of these vessels one at a time, and filling them will allow you to birth these new aspects of you. It's not super clear to me like what that means in your human day-to-day life, but it feels like somewhere between a mix of different opportunities. Some of it is you having 4 opportunities in your life that you can physically step into and choose from the 4. Another aspect is that you can help birth 4 versions of you in different timelines, like different frequencies for each. And you could do that by setting the intention when you create with these vessels using your energy. And then finally, for when you pour your unconditional love into it, you don't need to drain yourself. You can just do so by I often talk about like bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above and flowing that energy down into your heart. Fill your heart up, like because your heart's a vessel too, and then pour that energy into one of the vessels, and then repeat 4 times. And if you're looking for like further clarity, or maybe you'd like to like try one first and then just see how it feels, you can set this intention. Just set the intention to fill one of these vessels just before you go to sleep at night. They remind me very much of like pods that you're helping birth new aspects of yourself, and they feel it, this energy only came through right at the end. It's like they feel like almost like it's aboard a galactic ship. Like there is a physical aspect to these, but they're in higher dimensions, 4th and 5th dimensions. It explains why it's in dream time, and it explains also why it's higher vibration aspects of you. That's really cool. All that from a
Yes.
dream. How did you get on, Viviane?
I saw the 4 vessels like moving around in front of her, and I heard fill me in and connect with me, fill me in. And then after that, I saw her reaching with her arms, like reaching, trying to touch one of them and bring it closer to her.
Oh, lovely. Wow. I could just kind of sit in the moment of that glory of your dream, Lola.
Yeah, that is really, really interesting. And I just have a feeling that this will happen again. She will continue to have that. A similar experience in her dreams.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's like the start, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lola says, great advice, John. I wasn't sure how to access the info. Yeah. I must admit, for all that I tell people to set the intention before go to sleep at night, I often don't do it myself, but it's so
Yeah.
powerful. It's like you're
Yeah.
programming your subconscious, and also you can ask your guides at the same time. Just state the intention. Sometimes we have very intergalactic dreams, and it can be quite tiring, and you wake up feeling a bit tired. So you can ask for a night off, or you can ask to see more before when you wake up in the morning. Like, I want to remember more. Tell me as much as I can. Help me remember as much as I can. That I'm ready to receive at this time.
Yes. Thank you, Lola, for your question.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I guess it's my turn now. So let me close my eyes.
Randomly selecting the next request. Please put your requests in capitals. Say hello in the chat when your request is selected.
Sissy Angel, please let us know if you're here. You're asking about your spiritual gifts in your past life and what they are today.
Cool. CC
Okay,
Angel's here.
thank you.
I feel like we should have like a past life theme tune. We should have like, maybe one day I'll write so many songs. Well, I have right, but songs specifically for the types of requests you guys put forward. Fabulous. So let's ask CC Angel, understand more about your spiritual gifts, the past and present life. Would you like me to go first?
Sure.
So I saw you this past life. It seemed quite long ago. This particular past life. So it's not necessarily your previous life, but it certainly was here on Earth. It feels like somewhere between 200 and 300 years ago. In Europe, and you were doing this thing where you're a woman and you were it's like there were people in this room and it was in like a wooden cabin, and then people had like done whatever they were doing, and it seemed like there was some sort of meeting of people. They does seem like they were doing like some sort of magic, and it felt really good. It felt really positive. And then you were like kind of singing along to yourself, and I saw you with this little dustpan and shovel, and what you're this little brush, and you're sweeping up all these things on the floor. And it's like, oh, what are you doing? And your past life looked up at me and said, I'm clearing up all the sparkles. Like I'm finding all the sparkles and clearing it up. It's all the bits that other people had left. So the others had left there. And so as you're sweeping it up, you then like picked it up, and it was what was surprising to everyone was that as you picked up what had been left on the floor, was that it was actually quite large, and you were like, I saw you like forming it into this ball. Reminds me a little bit of a crystal ball, but it's almost like a large crystal made of these sparkles of energy, and it's like it feels a bit like the aspects of love energy that other people have left in the place, but it would be of great benefit to others. And so although a lot of the people were just starting to get ready to leave the room, you called their attention and said, hey, take a look at this, take a look at what's left behind. And as you did this, you started to look into this and saying, actually, this is a beautiful a healing ball of energy that we can choose to gift to someone, to help someone, or sometimes if it's larger, you can help more people. And so you'd say to the group, okay, who wants to take this? Do you either want to receive it yourself personally, or do you want to take it and give it to someone else? And so in this life, this gift, it still very much exists, but it's like, so I only really personally deal with the opposite side of this, the negative side. You see me clearing at the end of a session. I'll close down a session, and I almost always see like dark energy collected at the bottom of a session, including our live streams, anything that we've not like consciously observed, pick it up, shrink it down into a ball, and then I return its source, or never return here again at the end. And for you, CC Angel, it felt like you were actually able to pick up all the things that were good for others and take that with you. And it feels like physically, if you're in a room with others and that there's having some really beautiful conversations with others, it's like making sure that you go around and pick up anything that was left. It includes like the words, the promises, the statements, because there's magic in it, right? You're not cleaning up. It's not just about cleaning up, should I say. It's about making the most of, and like showing us that every single piece of energy matters. Like it never disappears. You can't destroy energy. It just transmutes in different vibrations. And so energy that's charged with high vibration love energy is very valuable, and that you can use it for whatever gifts you choose. How did you get on, Viviane?
I I heard clairaudience, and then I saw a woman walking, and it was like in a rural area, and she was alone, but she could hear people. She could hear people talking, and that was her guides. I mean, she could hear you. She was um, hearing messages from her guides, and then when I asked, because she asked what are they today, and
Mm.
they showed me her ears, and they say you still have that. It's still there.
Okay.
The clairaudience is still strong. And then I also got mediumship. I don't know if you explored that. CC Angel, that was another gift that they mentioned towards the end. That mediumship is, it's one of them. So I hope
Wonderful.
that helped you. And thanks so much for your question.
Lovely. And really quite different as well.
Mm-hmm.
My turn, is it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Just be a second. I was downloading a track.
Mm-hmm.
See if this works. Oh, I seem to remember it takes a moment to process, so I'll just go ahead. Selecting randomly the next request. Please put all requests in capitals, and when selected, say hello in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep,
Mm-hmm.
boop, beep. Okay. Laura B, please say hello in the chat. Just asking as well. Laura B, let us know if you're here.
Oh, she's here. Thank you, Laura.
Just the spacey part came in the music. So Laura says, thank you for your request. You say, I would love some insight into what I'm supposed to be doing here. Everything in my life is open for change. There goes that song again. But I have no idea
Yeah.
what that looks like. I have some gifts, but not sure what to do with them. Okay. So we can go ahead and ask
Mm-hmm.
Laura B. So asking about your life purpose. And I just asked Archangel Metatron to open up the Akashic records. I saw the purpose, Laura, and I don't know if you have any experience of this yet, or if this resonates with you, but I was shown what Archangel Metatron showed me was the timelines of different cultures, and this was to show, for example, different indigenous tribes and cultures around the world, showing the time, like this. It's like the survival and celebration of different in cultures and indigenous tribes throughout both now and into the future for quite some time. And the kind of the catalyst about why this would be an important activity is that we're headed towards unity. We're going in a direction away from division. And for those of us that choose to connect with each other and step more into higher vibration realities, dimensions, timelines of joy and unconditional love and equality and compassion for each other, there's this opportunity to both remember clear lineages and practices and ceremonies and celebrations of and rituals of different indigenous tribes and cultures, but also to, it's like I never really thought about this with Unity, but some of the very few benefits of division is that sometimes it helps people almost like decide whether they're part of something or not. Whereas in Unity, you still have that free will decision, but the lines become more blurred between different cultures. And so it's an opportunity really to start to explore these different cultures and heritages that we all have, and to be able to practice some of their many like different abilities, especially on the more metaphysical side, psychic side. So I saw you, like, for instance, some indigenous people in the US being able to connect with their galactic brothers and sisters very easily, like they've done it for many hundreds and thousands of years. So these are just some of the aspects of your gifts and themes that you could assist with. It's also worth saying this is not your only mission. It was the first one that stepped forwards, and so you can choose to like have an interest in it. And I just encourage you to follow your joy. Like if it feels joyous, then great, do it. It's definitely worthwhile. If it doesn't, who knows? Maybe Viviane will give you a different mission.
Yes, actually, Laura, I saw you walking and at a good pace. You're walking forward, but on your right side, I mean, on your left side and your right side, I saw everything moving so fast. Think of cars driving really fast, but there were like different things. There were objects and a lot of different objects moving on each lane, like next to you. And I heard choices, and I heard co-create, and then you would reach. I saw you reaching to one of these objects flying, moving past you, and those were the choices that you're making as you're moving forward. And you seemed like very open-minded to experience different things as you were choosing this, making these choices. And there's one more thing. Yeah, I still see the same image. And you're pulling objects from both sides, and each time you make a choice, more opportunities are presented to you to continue on your path. And it seems like you're very open-minded and just really going with the flow. So it felt nice. It may not be very clear. The message may not be very clear to you, but it felt positive, like you're really going with the flow and taking one step after the other. So I hope it helped you, Laura. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Is it your turn?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We are selecting next request randomly. Please put your requests in capitals and say hello in the chat when selected.
Oops. Have to move
I've been seeking the power out with me. I'm learning to
okay. Rosie G, please let us know if you're here. You're asking for healing energy to stop grinding teeth.
Rosie's here.
Thank you, Rosie.
Just start typing. Thank you, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, can you send me healing energy to stop my teeth, my grinding teeth? And I've been grinding teeth for decades, and my enamels are in really bad shape. Healing energy plus insight on how to stop this would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Do you want to do maybe the, like, just to choose one of them, either do the healing or the reason why?
I'll I'll focus on the healing and see what I can see, and needs to be cleared. And
Okay,
thanks. Okay.
great. I'll find out why. I'll just start explaining as I'm receiving it. So the first thing I see, Rosie, is fundamentally for you, what your body is trying to do during, especially during sleep time, is it's like you're literally physically chewing over. It's like some stressful and anxious experiences that you're, in particular, that you're perceiving that are going on around in the rest of the world. It seems like very difficult for you to both receive the, if, for example, it was mainstream news and you're receiving what messages are coming through from that, as it comes into your body, what you're trying to do is like, it's like you're trying to grind through it at night. And first of all, for your health, what's important is to release this energy, in particular before you go to sleep at night. And so what your body's trying to, what your body will appreciate your help with is the expression of this energy, is the releasing of this energy. You could say that the only bad energy, if you like, is stuck energy, and this is your body's way of trying to process it. Let me know. There's a few things that will help, but let me know, Viviane, how it looks before I make some of those suggestions.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because when I tuned into the area, I saw, her jaw and everything, and I saw the grinding motion, and then I started to hear the sound of train movement, and that was matching with with the motion. I kept hearing that, and then I saw a train going by, as her jaw, her teeth were the train track, and then the train going over and over and over, and just like really ruining, like, that the heaviness and the weight of it, and the really causing trouble. Yeah, I kept going round and round over. So yeah, and so there is that energy that needs to be released.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So there is that wear and tear over and over.
It definitely feels like one of the natural ways that our bodies try to, I see this in you, Rosie, is like your body's trying to release the energy into the ground, and it's getting a bit stuck. Like your body's not really sure where to take this energy. And a kind of happy, healthy, functioning chakra system in particular can release the energy into earth very easily. So you can definitely practice grounding and especially bringing attention to all the things that you've picked up, including like ambient energies, like energies from others that are in the area, the energy of the collective. That will really help, and especially before you go to sleep at night. And if you haven't tried already, trying my meditations would help as well. The 14-day spirit guide meditations, I can put them in the link again in the chat, because that starts, the very first one is starting with grounding, so that would be a good practice to get in the habit of.
Yeah, I started to clear the energy, and then I could see like I could hear the train sound like slowing down. So just needed a little more.
I hear the brakes.
Yeah.
And a hello to all 92 people in the chat. It's lovely to have you here across both John Binnie and Viviane Heller's channels. Thank you.
Is it okay to send some healing energy now to the jaw?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You have permission.
Okay, thank you. And please drink lots of water. Yeah, you just, yeah, drink, sip, everyone, including us.
I feel like I should bring two pints of water for these sessions. And I got to add more music. But let us know, Rosie G, how that went for you. And so is it my turn?
Yes.
Fabulous. So selecting randomly the next request, all requests in capitals. When selected, please say hello in the chat. Hello to Salsa Girl. Let us know if you're in the chat. I was just enjoying that song. Future Calls My Name. I think the song's called something change. Winds of Change. That's what it's called. Excuse me. Is Salsa Girl here? Calling Salsa Girl.
She's here.
Yay. I love that just immediately as I type. And so a name or two of spirit guides. Oh, I like this. Should we do a spirit guide each?
Okay.
And what is your
and
purpose?
what is my purpose? Okay.
Cool. Maybe we get two different purposes too. So, Salsa Girl, let's ask. Step forwards and your guides. And we'd love a guide each to Viviane and I to introduce themselves. And also Dansu, what is your purpose? I think I'm getting a short message, so it's not to distract you, Viviane. So, Salsa Girl, your guide, literally just came and stood next to me, which I'm not used to. But I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. I'm cool with that. It's fine. There's plenty of space in here. Your guide had a very omnipresent voice of your guide, and your guide is a Blu-ray entity. So it's like I see it as a cloud of blue energy, very high vibration. One of the highest vibration beings that are separate from the source of love of this universe. And the purpose is, if when you work with that guide, part of your mission is unity. Is helping humans experience what unity is, where you're still a separate, conscious, living, unique expression of source, but you also can choose, just like Blu-rays are experts at stepping in and out of unity whenever you wish. And let me ask their name. Okay. And I'll put it in the chat. Chani, which is Chani. Chani, Nawa. Chani Nawa. And I'll just ask what that means. It's like related to, we describe it's like chi energy within us, and it's like it seems to be described the connection between beings of that energy within us. So that was mine. I hope you have lots of fun, Salsigo, with your guide.
It's I got a name that is a common name. It said Thomas, and I wasn't expecting this. And then I asked, okay, so that's your name? Is like, yeah, you can call me Thomas. And I got that he's a Pleiadian.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I have a guy called Tom.
Yeah, and they said, for you to spread the joy, salsa girl. You guys said, "Whoa, I want you to spread joy. I like joy."
That's wonderful.
Yeah, you can call him. Yeah, and I just heard again. Yeah, you can call me Thomas.
Easier to say than Chani Nawa, but I feel like Chani, you can also call your guide Chani as well.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
And thank you for the request. It's lots of fun talking to your spirit guides, especially when they turned up.
Mm-hmm.
I did say it, but it's like I invite forwards. One of your spirit guides, like, whoa, it's like you're here.
And it's funny because this one said, "Okay, yeah, you can call me Thomas," and he put one like forward and then turned around, like did a little dance move.
Oh, nice. I like that. I also have a soft spot for sassy guides.
Yeah.
There's just, if those that bring in some sense of humor and personality. They all have different personalities, but yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had. It was fun. They just did a little, they did it twice. It was like, okay, again. Like, as I said, okay, I like joy. I turned around and did a little dance.
It's like on the kind of frequency coverage or capability coverage of a spirit team. There's always got to be some sass and glamour and extrovert joy.
Yeah, I love that. I love the great sense of humor and the sass. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So
It's my
who's
turn.
next? Your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn now. Okay, so let me close my eyes.
Selecting requests randomly in capitals. Please say hello in the chat. Pamela, please say hello. Oh, I love this one. I'm so happy.
Pamela Newton, are you here? Please let us know. I believe you are, but just
Yeah,
please say hi in the chat.
I just posted a couple minutes ago.
Pamela Newton. Okay, I would like to know who spirited away my shopping bag and will it return? And a little healing.
And all body healing, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh, Pamela Newton is here. Thank you, Pamela.
Fantastic. Which one do you want to do, Viviane?
I'll do the healing because I think you're curious about what's going on with the
Thank you.
shopping bag.
Where did it go? What does it look like? Where is it? Will it return? Thank you, Pamela.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part where it went, it's being hidden from you. You could describe the bag as physically being in a very similar location to where you left it last. But it's like being pushed into a different dimension, which means you can't like it's so it means it doesn't exist in the third dimension just now. I have so many questions. Um so to answer your question about how you get it back, it seems that you go to the place where you last saw it, and you know that feeling you get when you're not really sure where it was you last saw it. But just place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, ask your heart where it feels like you last left your bag, and it might be its usual place, and then go to that place physically. And now so again with your hand on your heart, seems you've got your left hand on your heart and then your right hand out in front of you. So left hand on heart, right hand out in front of you, and you're saying, okay, fun's over. It's time for the bag to return. And what you're doing is feeling, this feeling you have, like you obviously love your shopping bag, and you have a feeling about it. Your feeling is the most powerful aspect of you, especially in your heart. And with your right hand, what you're doing is encouraging this shift of the bag to come back into the third dimension. I was just asking where it is. It's in the fourth dimension just now, not far out of your frequency reach. And I'm asking, will it just magically materialize? And say the answer is like yes, kind of. But there are beings that did this, right? So it's like a very mischievous energy of like, we're gonna hide your bag. And the purpose is exactly this, is to draw your attention to that this is even possible. And that feeling that you get when something's gone, those feelings that you have, Pamela, are true because it's gone from the third dimension. So what you're doing is you're accepting that it's not here anymore, and you're inviting it back into this dimension. I just have this feeling it'd be so funny if you found it during this chat. And then when you invite it back, it seems that once you've done that, you walk away and come back to that place. And I felt like you're getting a bit angry about it as well, which isn't a bad thing. And you're saying, but when I come back here, my shopping bag better be back in its place. Put it back. And as you do this, you're encouraging those that hit it. They feel like quite a mischievous. It's like not just one being; it's a couple of beings. Like they're like fae beings, and they've been playing with you. I don't think they're guides, but they feel like they're beings that if you choose to have fun with them in the future, you could do more. And what they're trying to do is work with you and bring your attention to the possibilities of this, and also how for you to how you can work with your ability to use your emotions as the most powerful key to bringing back these items. So I hope that works for you.
So I scanned her energy, and I was drawn to the solar plexus. And when that happened, I kept hearing, stand in your power, like nonstop. And I ran golden light from source through her, through all her chakras, clearing, healing, and energizing. Other than that, everything looked good.
Lovely.
She made a comment here. My dad took a cheese board, which came back when I asked him. He isn't bringing it. It was in the kitchen. Okay. That was interesting. So now is your turn to choose a request.
Fabulous. I've been busy downloading some songs. It takes me so long to do it. And what annoys me quite a lot, if anyone works for eMastered, who I do my I use the mastering service for my music, they don't expect artists to create over 1,500 songs. And so I can't access anything beyond that. And I told them, and they just said, well, I don't know if it's worth doing just for you. And I was like, oh, you just can't beat that customer service. But I will play the song. Okay, we are selecting the next request randomly. Please place them in capitals. And we have Frank. Please say hello, Frank, if you're in the chat. Frank Ingress. Oh, I can't say this. Ingress.
Ingressiota?
Ciota.
Ciota, maybe.
Let us know if you're here. I'd love it if I put like a little timestamp next.
Oh, Frank is here. Thank you, Frank.
As I'm singing about the wings of the ocean. Okay. So clearing of your throat. Okay. So we can start by doing some scans and see what's going on with your throat. It does seem quite involved, this. There's something around the outside, almost like a kind of, oh, how do I describe it? It's almost like a kind of like a wire frame, like supporting around the outside of your throat. Do you want to take a look at the inside, Viviane?
Sure. And actually, before going in, I saw this, the blue color around the neck. There's some patches that are like non-existent, like all the way around. It's
okay.
Not continuous.
Thank you. Yeah, there's quite a constrictive energy to this. It feels like part of what's around your throat on the outside, Frank, is it's like an attempt to help with healing, but in part by constraining. You know, often we'd like bandage ourselves or put parts of our body in a cast to help. Often it's to help restrict movement so that there's less chance of further injury. But for sure, this kind of wire frame that's around the outside, I can remove this. It's quite dark. It doesn't serve your highest good anymore. It might have in the past. Okay. Return to source. Never turn here again. And then this color. Wow. I'm going to need more water for this. Okay. Just also to remove this band around the outside of your throat. removing anything that no longer serves your highest good. Return to source, or never return here again. Okay. Let me know what you find, Viviane.
You know, when I looked inside the throat, I see a coil, a spiral, and it's vertical, right in the middle of the throat.
Mm-hmm. It does feel like there was a reconstruction, quite possibly towards the beginning of Frank's current life. And it seems like it's just been because it's been the things I saw on the outside have been there so long that they'd turned like to a bit like if you leave a band-aid on for 20 years of your life, that it doesn't serve your highest good eventually.
Okay, let me try to clear that from the inside. Okay, I was able to remove that from the inside of that coil.
Fantastic.
And then golden light through the body and grounding.
Good. Yeah, since it's a lot of change, I feel like the constraint was probably like one of the most dominant things. Frank, let us know what you're experiencing, but it's quite a big change. Just because your throat's maybe never had like full free flexibility. I'm just going to place a golden bubble of protective light around your throat and neck and set the intention that this is solely under the control of Frank and will only exist for as long as it serves your highest good. And you can remove this or reinstantiate it at any time. Just connecting up towards the third eye and down towards the heart. Good. Okay, and that should help. Wow, I really feel it. I feel what you were doing, Viviane.
Yeah.
Really helpful.
Okay, so all right, it's my turn now. I'm going to close my eyes.
Selecting your requests. All 91 of you in the chat. Put your requests in capitals, and when chosen, say hello in the live chat, please.
Okay. I have Molly Pentecost. Would you please let us know if you're here? Yeah, it's nice having the music. Nice vibe.
Let us know if you're here. Usually, if I just start typing, people appear.
Yeah, I know. So looking
I just
for
see
Molly. Oh, Molly's here. You're right. Yeah, Susie typed at the same time.
It's like the same minute, right?
Yes. Thank you, Molly.
So tell me what my purpose is in this lifetime. I did, as a theme, I did wonder this weekend if I should create like a full 1 hour guided meditation about finding your life purpose. Because because I've done like your dream life, etc., and I think it does include your life purpose. But there's something we do as souls, and I see it so much in client sessions, is that
Mm-hmm.
we do a deal. Like it's like just before we come into this lifetime, it's like, I wonder what I'll do this in this lifetime, and then we
That
choose it, and
sounds
and then we instantly
wonderful.
forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for asking, Molly. So
Mm-hmm.
just asking your guides and higher self to step forwards to Viviane and I, and we'll ask about your life purpose in this lifetime. So I heard one of your purposes is to walk the path that others have never walked. It seems specifically no humans have walked before, and I instantly was curious and was like, well, how do you do that? And what I was shown is like this pull on your crown chakra, and it's like you're being pulled forwards with like your head is like leaning forwards as you walk forwards, and quite simply asking for guidance on every next step. And I feel I do that a lot now in my life, in part very I guess the human way I would do that is I have a quite a relatively short to-do list of about 20 items. And each day I just take a deep breath. I sit back in my chair, uh, or when I'm out for a walk, and I seek guidance from within me and also my guides, like what are the next most important things for me to focus on. And you can practice that as well. Especially helps if your heart's nice and open. You can also practice like in the spirit guide meditations where we um, practice talking to our spirit guides. That would really help you on the selection of your next step. But it's definitely things that others haven't done before, which is, I guess, an infinite universe of possibilities. And when you're ready, Viviane, let us
Mm-hmm.
know. There's no rush.
I heard I kept seeing the word joy on the solar plexus, and then I heard love and spread joy. And there was something about going with the flow, learn as you go, learn new skills as you go,
Mm.
and move forward with the flow. Just like I said, just
Lovely.
yeah, move forward with joy and spread joy and love as you live your life. It's a simple message, but it's a good message for all of us. Right?
Fantastic. Yeah, I feel like we could all enjoy that guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like I don't know, for most of my life, I don't think I've ever done that. Just gone, oh, I wonder what I'll do next. I know, I'll put my hand on my heart and just kind of feel into it and receive like my next step. And yet it is so liberating and powerful. Like I have no plan for my
Mm-hmm.
business or my life, just my how my dream life feels, and very much what I'm doing right now feels like that's part of it. Um, and just knowing in every moment like what are the most important things, like the feelings in particular that draw you to your joy and the
Yes.
next steps, like that's the key, right? How
Mm-hmm.
does it feel?
Yes.
If you're going to write any plan, it would be I will feel like this.
Yeah, it starts with the feeling, it starts with being present and having that, let that feeling guide you, like just like you said.
Yeah.
So
In
it's
my
your
turn?
turn. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Molly. Let us know how it resonates for you. Selecting the next request. Please put your request in all capitals. This is for Mo. Let me check, because Mo, you're asking for healing for your dog Maggie. So you have her permission. Well done. Fantastic. That's what I'd like to see. You say she has an aggressive nature towards family that we bring into the house. My sense is due to fear. She's a rescue and I have her permission.
Okay, and I'm always here. Thank you so much for letting us know you're here.
Thank you.
Okay, Maggie.
So just asking Mo and your higher self and guides, and also Maggie and your higher self and guides step forwards to Viviane and I. This feels very much through like Maggie's perception that I'm feeling this. So it's I know it doesn't feel like in a very linear sequence. The first thing is, yes, it's definitely fear. What Maggie's feeling is the vibrational differences between people that visit. And so it's also important to remember that all of us humans, whether they're family or not, all humans have differences in their vibrations, and that you'll have a sense of this yourself. Like you'll know this, and Maggie sees and feels in particular a broader range of both into like infrared and sight, but also in her heart is very sensitive and can feel. It's like feeling people before they come to the door, before they come into the house. And the first action I saw is you could spend time allowing Maggie to finding opportunities where you can have more joyful connections with others. So whilst you might be aggressive in bringing her into, someone comes, like a family member comes and visits, and then you bring her into the room, and it's like trying to first of all diffuse that confrontational situation where the family member's coming into the house and that she feels protective, she's scared of them, and she's very aggressive towards them. And then your reaction is almost the most important as well. So Mo, if you're able to keep calm, and what you can do is in your heart hold the love you feel for your family member, and again, like forgiving all the things that our family members do to each other, like hold that feeling of love. And when you're with Megan, you might have her on a lead initially, or you're sitting with her, like saying to Maggie as well, like introducing the person by name and saying, "This is I really love this person, this family member. This is why I love them. This is the feeling in my heart," and I'm bringing Maggie's attention to how you're feeling, and helping nurture her away from the fear and then the resulting aggression towards this loving feeling that she has. I also asked about some of the practical things that you can do, and it seemed that you might find also reducing the confrontation by continually like repeating entering the house. And it's funny, right? Because it's like what you're trying to do is get training Maggie to understand that sometimes people leave and they come back and leave and come back and leave and come back, and that it's okay every time they're coming back in the house. It seems to like help diffuse the situation, especially with those individuals that you're able to that aren't scared of Maggie. That's important too. And you were saying, Mo, you use telepathy with Maggie. That's wonderful. Great. Yeah, really focus on the feeling. She's very sensitive to the feeling. And I know with my dog Patch, I'm always projecting my fear. He gets a lot of negative attention from other dogs. I think primarily because he's very defensive and quite aggressive himself. At least his smell and his energy is, and he's very protective. We're very protective of each other. And I know it never helps. And as soon as I relax, it has a big effect on other people and other dogs as well. That's my journey. How did you get on, Viviane?
Maggie gave me the message that Mo. She was like, "Well, you also don't always like having them around. Sorry,
Yeah.
you also don't always like having them around." And she senses that from you. Like, you're also not always. It was like feeling, "Oh no, they're coming over. Oh no, there's visitors." So that makes her anxious. There was the fear and the anxiety. And then she said it would be nice for her to have a little more notice too, because I had and I even had an image of somebody like ringing the doorbell and appearing, like um, it was that feeling like you didn't want them to know that you're home. So I think yes, having a conversation talk with her, whether you can say it or do it telepathically. Oh, telepathically. I don't know. And say, okay, well, I understand that you have the fear and you feel the anxiety, part of your anxiety too, and sometimes you just like don't want to have people around. I just feel like um, don't always want to have company. So letting her know a little, ahead of time, um, will ease the anxiety. But there was also the feeling as like, why, just nice not having people around, not
That's
having
right.
people over. So, and the person that I saw ringing the doorbell and speaking also had, it was a loudspeaker, and then she didn't like that. She was like,
Mm.
oh, it's anyway. So I hope that helps Mo and Maggie. Thank you for your question.
And Mo says you're really addressing my spouse.
Mm,
Thank you for sharing
mm-hmm.
that. And Love Awakens says she might also think she's protecting you. Yeah, that definitely
Yes.
feels right.
Yeah. Mm.
I was just remembering I did previously we did hire, he was like a TV celebrity, a local TV celebrity who does dog I guess therapy. And
Mm-hmm.
he when we first got Patch many years ago, our little Papillon, he he very sadly at the time like growled a lot towards my son, and
Mm-hmm.
which was very ironic because we'd actually bought Patch so that my son would overcome his fear of dogs, um,
Oh, wow,
and
yeah.
but it was really fascinating, hearing that it was like because my son would like jump around a lot, and his previous owner he had a lot of problems with the the youngest child, and yeah, just like helping nurture uh, the relationship between them. And I mean, it went very fast. I think just within a few weeks, it completely disappeared. And
Mm-hmm.
the pet, that's right, he called himself a pet psychiatrist. He said that also as my son got bigger physically, that it was much easier because he was less jumping around less, and
Mm-hmm.
that shows more respect to taller people, which is quite funny. Maybe explains why he doesn't obey me much. But it was really funny to get in. Like I love what you're doing, more like getting inside the heart of Maggie is really helpful,
Mm-hmm.
and feeling into that. You're saying you always talk to Maggie before you have company in the
Yeah,
house.
I'm great. That's great that you do. Sometimes it's just that I got that feeling. I was like, oh no, we have to have people over. Can we? Can we not?
Yeah.
It was like an annoyance.
It definitely appeals to the hermit in me.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Who's choosing next?
My turn now. Is it my turn? No, no, I got so distracted with Maggie. Oh, let's see.
Was that me? I accidentally pressed that. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
Rosenbaum 91. Thank you for coming.
Okay, I believe it's my turn. So if not.
selecting your requests randomly. Please put them in capitals. When chosen, please say hello in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
and their hearts will follow too.
Thank you, Mo, for your request. That's lovely.
You came here.
Whoa, that's so cool. You know what the song is that's playing? It's called Let Angels Fly, and here comes Angela James.
Mm-hmm.
Your name isn't Angel, but maybe we could just change it for this reading.
Yes. Okay.
I'm joking.
Angela
So,
James, please let us know if you're here. I believe you are, but just checking. So, Angela James, like healing energy, stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage. I do that often. Having trouble letting go. Okay.
just let us know, Angela James, if you're here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just say hi in the chat if you're here. James, I like that band, the True James.
Oh, me too.
I love all their songs. I have one of their CDs, and every single song is awesome.
Oh yeah, I used to when I was in a covers band. Just my kids were born. Most ridiculous time to be in a covers band and going out and playing in pubs and dancing in bars every weekend. But the final song that we play was "All Sit Down" by James, and
Oh yeah.
it was just incredible.
It's fun.
And it's
I
so
love
easy
it.
to play as well. I'm pointing there because there's a guitar next to the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, when I was going to my first 3 years in college, I used to listen to their whole CD like back and forth. It was like amazing. Love those guys.
It's so good.
And Angela.
Do you know, out of interest, you know what the song "All Sit Down's" about?
No.
He, the singer, is it James? He was at some sort of like, I don't know, like he's doing some sort of spiritual practice, and he'd never in a group,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt like very slightly culty. But he described like sitting down in this group. I think they were sat in lines, like rows, not many people, maybe about 10 to 20 people facing their guru. And what happened is he had this very profound experience, this like awakening like experience. And so a lot of lyrics are all about, you know, sitting down with each other and connecting with this love energy, and he described, you know, like what I describe as source energy, like flowing down through him, and a lot of lyrics are all about that. And he also said that once someone it was almost like their guru had gifted that experience to them, that they then felt like a bit subservient to him, which I don't think comes up so much in the song. But yeah, I love the lighter aspects of that experience reflected in the song.
Yes, and you were saying that, it made me think of Sometimes, the song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all beautiful. And Angela James is here. Thank you for that, because he brought up that band to talk about the one of my favorite bands. With every single song is awesome. Thank you, Angela. So healing energy, stuck in cycle of sabotage, having trouble letting go. Okay, that's to me.
I can focus on the cycle if you want to focus on the healing.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
So just asking Angela's guides and higher self to step forwards to Viviane and I for healing, and also helping break through these cycles of being stuck in self-sabotage. I'm being shown this like looping that you're doing, Angela, where you decide on action to take, and then you're stepping forwards, and then you're unhappy about the action you've taken, and as I was asking why, like why would you be unhappy about what you've just done, and I heard because Angela's heart's not in it, and then you'd like turn around on yourself and head back to exactly where you were. It's like this spiraling effect. Okay, and yeah, there's some. So this maybe touches more on the trouble letting go. The exit out of the cycle is to follow your heart, but to do so, you need to unconstrain yourself. You need to set your heart free, and that means letting go of people and relationships that just aren't serving you. Because you'll never you'll never go forwards until or be happy with what you've done by going forwards until your heart's truly in it. And these are the emotions of love and joy, self-love, like things that truly make you happy, and things that, like big changes I've made in my life that just always felt right. I never really questioned the logic behind it. I reflect on it sometimes, but I always feel in my heart just this confidence that it just feels right. It feels like the right thing to do, even if others just don't understand it. Well, many people don't understand it. How did you get on?
Mm-hmm. I felt the heart for sure right away, and it felt constrained, but I kept hearing, follow your heart, and you know what you do, follow your heart, you know what you do. And it's it's not always easy to, letting go. When I heard, you know what you do, I saw a woman, and she was wearing layers, a lot of layers, a lot of and she started like removing the layers, and that was about letting go of what no longer serves you, whether it's, people, memories, things, places. But it feels like it's more people, and that's when it's a little harder to do, when you need to let go of people, in your life. But you, yeah, listen to your heart, follow your heart, and everything will fall into place. Trust yourself, and yeah, definitely practice self-love and self-care as you go through this process.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely know what to do. And
Fabulous.
after I scanned the body and was shown the heart, I ran golden light through her body and grounded the energy, just clearing, healing, and energizing.
Fabulous. Yeah, Angela says, yes, exactly. And then thank you. That is so helpful.
Mm-hmm,
Heart, heart.
mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Great.
Angela. Yeah, it's lovely that there's this energy of,
Yes.
and a lot of it's the reassurance. And I feel it's a message for us all, right, to
Mm-hmm.
follow your hearts. Sometimes I've heard, some of my friends say things like, oh, I followed my heart and I just got hurt. And it's like, that doesn't make it wrong, right? You follow your mind, you'll get hurt too. But just
Yes.
allowing yourself to know that if your heart's not in it, whatever you're doing in your
Mm-hmm.
life right now, if your heart's not in it, it's just a matter of time before either you're making yourself sick with it or you change you decide to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so definitely follow your heart, follow your joy.
Yes. Thank you, Angela. Now
Okay,
your turn, John.
my turn, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the new song, this is introducing New Dawn of You by John Binnie. It's about 6 years ago, this song.
Yeah.
Okay. Selecting your memories, selecting your memories. Why did I say that? That's my memory. Selecting your requests in capitals. You say hello when your request is selected. Oh, nice. K-Dub. And you capitalize your request. Let us know if you're here. Are you here, K-Dub?
Okay, K Dub, please let us know you're here and you asking for energy clearing and increase in psychic abilities.
We'll give you a moment. As we're getting close to time.
Mm-hmm.
Caps are hard for mobiles. Yeah, that's true. If like,
mhm. But there is a way you can go to the settings and temporarily change that on your phone, and you can have it set so everything will come be set to caps, no preferences. But yeah, it is true, it's tricky.
no sign of K-Dub, so we will
Mm-hmm.
move on to the next one. And Foster, let us know if you're here.
And I see a lovely comment here for you, John. Let's see.
Oh, lovely.
To read that. Oh, Linda Kennedy saying hello, Viviane and John. Loved seeing you with Linda G. And always love seeing you. That's for you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Linda. And Anne Foss is here. Thank you. You said, I would be grateful. You said, good morning, John and Viviane. Good morning. I would be grateful for any messages from my spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and any healing they feel should be assisted with at this time. Would you like to do messages or healing, Viviane?
I'll go for healing. I'm feeling like a healing and I have the light coming through here now. Yes. So I'm like, oh, where is the healing?
Okay.
Okay, Anne Foster.
Just asking Anne Foster to step forward. Okay. Your guides to Viviane and I. For messages and healing. I'm just being shown, Viviane, I don't know if you've seen anything yet in the crown chakra, but there's some like it's some funny words. Her guide saying like clutter and crunchiness. So it's like some scattered energy in there that just needs cleared out.
It's funny. I saw the word ouch as you're saying that, and I looked because I felt those uneasiness in the solar plexus and between solar plexus and heart, and then when you said that, I looked, okay, yeah, just ouch, ouch.
Yeah, the message seems to be if you choose to practice and if you're not already, then you can definitely connect more with your spirit guides yourself. And it seemed like some of the what is this I'm being shown? It's this energy in your crown chakra seems to be all those times that you've wanted to reach out and ask and connect with your guides in particular. And what's happening is it's almost I'm being shown like they're little letters. So every time you're asking, it's like you're posting a letter to your guides, but then it's like you get annoyed when you don't get an answer, and you're like tearing up the letter and like leaving it on the ground, like on the post office floor. And so the opportunity is to, well, first of all, I'm sure Viviane will do a great job in clearing your crown, but also just like start a regular practice. Oh, Emily says crunchiness makes me hungry. Yeah, me too, actually. And it's not even Friday for crunchies. But yeah, it's just this practice of, first of all, suspending belief is what your guide is saying. So imagine you wrote a letter, and it's just a little note, right? You got put it in an envelope, and then you walked physically to a post box, and you posted it to your spirit guide. That you would suspend belief that that it was possible, that somehow magically that a miracle happens and you get an answer back. And so it's an opportunity for you to practice. I mean, you could by all means do that physically as well, but energetically to do it psychically, encouraging you to try something like if you haven't already, my free spirit guide meditations. And then when you're doing those, to really focus on the gratitude, because what will happen is imagine you were posting a letter physically. As you post it, you're saying thank you for receiving this letter, universe, and I'd love so much to get an answer. And then you'll maybe give it in a meditation, you maybe just give it a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds, have a scan outside of you, of your awareness, whether it's a car horn beeping outside or birds tweeting outside or a neighbor shouting or something, and then a scan inside of you. And what you're looking for is patterns of every time you're asking, are answers coming through, often in unexpected ways. It includes visually, physically, feeling things, someone next to you, some tingles in you. But for you, it seems like it's going to develop first in your crown chakra. And actually, your crown chakra is very capable. It's just like giving that feedback loop. So even if you get nothing, just say, thank you for trying, spirit guides. How did you get on, Viviane?
I also saw the word confusion, but I started with the golden light from source and clear, healed, and energized the chakras from top to bottom and grounded the energy. And I felt drawn to, towards the end, to pour like this golden liquid over everything, and it was like a shimmering gold over her
lovely.
body.
And Anne says, I feel the situation I'm in or something externally is interfering. Yeah, my sense is that whilst that's entirely possible, and actually you could say that's happening for a lot of us, that there's a lot of beings on in this planet that don't want us doing this work. But there's not a lot they can do to stop us. And I feel in particular for you, Anne, you'll find a different frequency to talk to your guides. You'll find different ways to do it. And that interference that you're experiencing, a lot of it's been it's like the clutter and the blockages inside of you as a result of like failed attempts. But know that gratitude is a very high vibration frequency, and it'll get up and over any of these low vibration external interference. And just as I listen to those words, I'm like, this makes perfect sense. I wish I'd known that years ago. But yeah, thank you so much. Well, we'll bring our session today to an end.
Yes.
I'd like to thank everyone so much for coming along. Is there like a nice quiet song I can play in the background as I do this? I don't know. That's not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there'll be like a song that I create just for that practice. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming along.
Yeah,
It's so lovely seeing so many of you. And please do check out Viviane's channel, Viviane Heller on YouTube, and people can also book you for sessions, right?
Yes, thank you.
And then you can also check out my free meditations. You can join our membership group. Viviane and I are there. I'm posting every day, sharing my experiences, and our group's growing. The first 30 days is free of charge. And next, I changed it right by a day. It's Wednesday next week. We're meeting for a private membership Zoom call, and we get to vote on what sorts of things we do. Everything from astral travel to deep dives into chakras, and healing's a bit like this, but I get to see each other. And also Viviane and one of our other members often help. So we have like 3 or often more of us helping each other, which is a really beautiful experience.
Yeah, I really enjoy the meetings, and it's definitely nice to be able to see members of the group too. So it's
fabulous. Well, thank you so much, everyone. So I'll bring this session to an end, thanking our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source and Gaia, asking all of us to step outside of this session space, whether you're in the live or the replay, as I close it down and return to Source, or never return here again. And please do get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, everyone, whether you've been receiving a direct healing or reading, or whether you've been listening along. Thank you so much for all your support. And on Monday, we'll be back same time, 4:30 p.m. UK time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, and 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we will have Olga Awaken, who lives really quite close to me in Scotland. I haven't met her in person, but we've been chatting for ages, and she does really similar work in person. So I'm really excited to see her
nice.
doing her work online with us, and she's very excited to see us. So looking forward to that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And I do know I'll definitely try and visit her. I'm gonna be studying Indian head massage, because why not? Why not study more?
Just right on the track.
And I have to drive up past her area, so looking forward to that. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We'll end the live stream at that, and please take good care of yourselves. And sending so much love. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.